Plastic surgery, good, bad, indifferent. Seems to be happening a lot these days. Everywhere you go, some chick's got some plastic surgery, and blokes got to be real. Some blokes have plastic surgery too, but let's be even more real. Most of the time, it's the ladies that are getting plastic surgery, isn't it, Sash?
Yeah, there's a saying, the Sydney Reno apparently. According to my cousin Vlad, that's what he said.
Yeah, I liken it to a renovation as well. I actually haven't seen him say anything like that. But
he does. He has some great videos on it.
Yeah,
the Sydney Reno.
Funny you said that. I had the same similar thing where I saw an article on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and I got tagged in it. And now there's a bit of a trend. Like every time there's something to do with a female who's got plastic surgery, or she can't find a husband or a boyfriend, it's always like they tag me, tag Nick, because they know I've got something to say. But I don't rip on them just like, haha, what a dumb bitch. It's like, yeah, she wants A, B, C, but all she's really willing to offer is X, Y, Z, and somewhere in the middle, she'll get P, Q, R. You know what I mean? The mathematical equation doesn't equate, and I've become sort of that person, which I don't mind. Either they get entertainment out of it, or they actually think I've got something valid to say, and it happens a lot. And I liken it to the renovation because it's not like you're just doing a bit of a touch up. You're just fixing the facade, smoothing over some cracks. Yeah. The foundation is still there. Internally, the foundation is there, and on the outside, it's not that you're completely changing everything, not even a knockdown rebuild. I wouldn't even say that. I would say strip it to its guts and then start building again. Whereas these days, that's what a lot of women are basically doing with plastic surgery, or at least it doesn't start off that way. Maybe it starts off with a bit of a touch up on the facade, redo the fascia, a bit of a rendering here and there. And soon you know it, you're putting another level on top. You're going, a little bit, you're adding an extra room and all these other bits and pieces. And that's where we get the Sydney Reno.
Yeah, it's massive these days. But look, I'm not really a fan. There's a limit to it for me. But seems to be the thing. I don't know where they've got this idea from, but it's not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea either. A lot of ladies I know as well don't fancy it. It's funny though. It's mostly the ladies in their 30s who get lip fillers and a little bit of Botox, and they do their eyebrows and things like that, which I get. Like I said, there's a little bit of work to be done on the fascia. You know what I mean? I get that on the outside, bit of a touch up here and there. But when you start knocking something down and then rebuilding on top of it, I'm going to knock out this wall. I'm going to build another wall. I'm going to knock down my front. I'm going to build another front. I'm going to knock down the backyard. I'm going to build another backyard. That's when we start going into some real messy territory.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like I said, there's always a limit. Like the Sydney Reno is apparently classified as the hips, lips, and tits. So I get why people would do it, insecurities and all that sort of stuff. But like I said, there's a certain standard that you can go that would fit and enhance your body and the way it looks. And then there's too much where it starts to look a bit off-putting, and you it doesn't compliment you at all. And in my opinion, those sorts of women are just asking for certain sorts of things.
Certain types, you look a certain way to attract a certain thing. Let's be real here. You only look a certain way because you want something. Some people would liken a saying, you get what you deserve in a way. Not in a way like, well, you're a troublemaker, so you're going to get trouble, which, let's be real, sometimes you are. You're a troublemaker, you get trouble. You look for it, you'll find it.
Yeah.
But particular women, when they have a particular look to themselves, they tend to sort of fit in a certain category of women who attracts a certain demographic of men or category of men as well. So let's just be real here. But the whole reason why we're getting to this particular section, or not even section, rather, this particular, not even an issue, but it seems to be a bit of an issue because there's a lot of it happening. It's almost scary that there's so many ladies out there getting work done, sometimes for no apparent reason.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I don't agree with. Like I said, I'm all for, if you have insecurities, everyone has insecurities, right? Like even as men, we all have insecurities about, not having a six pack, or, having a bit of fat around the chest area or around the gut area. And that's fine, but there's ways to go about things if you want to look your best, right? Now, if there's no particular thing that's sort of off-putting about you, why would you get it done? Like, I understand, people might want, like, let's talk about breasts for women. They might have small chests. Fair enough.
I can understand it. I don't particularly like it, but I understand it.
Well,
I understand
I get
it.
it,
Right? Exactly. I understand.
But like I said, if you're like a petite chick, size like a 6,
6, we'll say.
man, don't go and get bloody E cup, F cup tits. I mean, what's that?
Oh, we got some examples. I got some examples lined up to show you of some disasters that I think.
You know what I mean? Or if you've got like if you've got like a small head and then your lips are blown up to like touching your eyebrows.
Again,
come on, man.
I've got an example of this, but let's have a quick check here and look at something. There's an article from allure.com which basically lines out why some ladies maybe will like to get plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, whatever the term is. And as we switch over here, we can see ourselves on the little screen there. But as you can read there, it says the perfect selfie, fueling the overall growing demand for cosmetic procedures, according to survey data, is social media and all of its many facets. Now, we spoke the last 2 shows about social media,
yeah.
and everything, I believe, can go back to social media from even an early start of social media. Even the dog agrees because he's barking in the background. He's shitty as well. He's had enough as well. All those female dogs getting plastic surgery, man, getting catfish nonstop. This goes back to maybe the early days of social media, because we mentioned it, Bebo. You know, we grew up on social media in one way or another, not how we know it now. It's not the beast it is today, but it started out somehow.
Yeah.
And 72% of those surveyed reported seeing patients who sought out cosmetic procedures in order to look better for selfies, as well as celebrity influence. So again, my advice to you ladies out there, why the hell would you want to look like celebrities out there when you don't live the celebrity life, you don't have the celebrity money, and you don't have the celebrity influence themselves? Now, they're influencing you because you want to look like them. But what do you actually get out of it? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think it comes down to what's socially acceptable these days, right? For male and female body types. And what's become like the stereotypical female body and male body, right? Like we spoke about last time about social pressures on men and women and how they should look. It seems to me that, especially these days, especially with the younger, population, a woman needs to look a certain way. They need that thin figure or that hourglass figure where it's sort of thin around the waist and then it expands out around the hips, and you've got to have a nice toned bum and, certain, amount of chestage.
Yep.
Right. And then you've got to look a certain way according to, like it's saying here, certain celebrities that are at the top, right? And this is where the ideology that I idolize these people is completely wrong for me. Like, even for men, like we spoke about, women, whether they like it or not, like majority of women, I want a guy that's, that shredded Adonis look. And to get that, and this is someone that's been in that sort of shape and now isn't, and also a really close friend of mine who's been in competitions and had to achieve that body. It ain't easy.
Yeah, it's hard to maintain a body, especially for a bloke. I'm not saying it is for women either, but to have the muscles and the rippage and everything else that comes with it, that's not easy work.
And this is where I think, like, that much pressure put on someone to look a certain way, sooner or later is going to crack them. And then, like, I've even watched some videos where, and this is for a man, right? This guy was huge, big, and he got so thin.
Yeah.
And then I understand when you got the lipo done to get rid of the excess skin and all that, that's fine, right? He got to a point where he couldn't cut down anymore. And he wasn't satisfied with the fact that his six pack was not protruding, like it wasn't. And in order for both men and women, in order for that to stand out, your diet needs to be so lean, so strict. You need to pretty much dehydrate yourself for your muscles to stand out and get defined like that. It is not easy. And this guy got that obsessed with having that, but couldn't So he ended up just getting surgery to get his six pack out.
Yeah,
and I'm just like
the easy option out. Like I get it. I don't have to agree with it, but I get it. It's not an easy thing. Just reading on here, it says social media today is the equivalent of constantly walking around with a mirror in your hand. That's according to Andrew Giacono, or Giacono, however you pronounce his name. I'm not sure. Not his mate. Don't care. A facial plastic surgeon in New York City says this, coupled with celebrities and influencers on social media, are a few of the reasons why we see continued uptick in patients seeking cosmetic procedures to look better for their selfies. For better or worse, the trend is here to stay. And I agree. There is no going back. We're past that point of no return
Like,
now.
remember when, is it Kylie or Kendall? I don't know. One of them brought out that lip kit thing. Remember when chicks were getting like cups,
The vacuum and everything just to
my
make their lips fat. Like that's the level
that
of
was hilarious.
That's the level of stupidity.
That was hilarious. Now they're all getting the injections and all that stuff. But that was funny. I remember back then when that first sort of started, that hype. Oh my days! Some of the lips you'd see.
But that goes back to the whole thing. And ladies, you actually think that's attractive?
Yeah, I don't know. No. The puffer lips not for, like.
No, mate.
Look, if you've got those thin lips, and make sure it's done properly. Go see someone like, please pay the extra $1, but make sure it's done properly because
The $1. Do they have $1 to spare? They go to clubs for free. They get drinks for free. Do they have $1?
I'm sure they'll find themselves a sugar daddy that'll pay or whatever. But man, if you're gonna do this sort of stuff, please do it properly because I've seen chicks where like they've got that thin top lip, and I was just saying to you before, and I've said it to other people, they've got that thin top lip, and then when they get the injections, it doesn't really like make their lip bigger. It just sort of expands it. So they've still got that thin lip, but it's been turned, and it just looks. It looks horrendous. Yeah, it was like, you still look shit. You're still ugly,
ladies.
bro.
I don't know why you go through this.
But fucking celebrities.
Quickly to read through this because we actually do have some examples, and these examples are not just photos for you to look at. They actually have a purpose to them, which we'll get into. But it says, while celebrities have arguably always influenced cosmetic space, according to survey, the impact is seemingly the rise. 84% of those surveyed agreed that celebrities have a moderate to great influence on facial plastic surgery trends, up 6% since 2018, listing Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian West, Brad Pitt, Bradley Cooper, and the most influential of them all. Like I said, women do it a lot. Men do it too. There's no escaping it. Yeah, some men just don't age gracefully. A lot of women don't age gracefully.
Wasn't there that guy once? I think it was
Mickey Rourke is a big plastic surgery user. Mickey Rourke went through plastic surgery big time.
I remember that guy. There was this one guy that wanted to really look like David Beckham, and he ended up he got like
I know who you're talking about.
He's got his jaw reconstructed. He got his he got everything done. Hair transplants. It looked nothing like David Beckham.
Nothing. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember. Oh my
Should have pulled it up as a reference.
That was funny.
No, but it says here,
he looked shit.
When asked if she ever sees patients who cite a specific social media influencer or celebrity as the inspiration for seeking cosmetic treatment, Gordon says it happens all the time. So yes, influenced based on your celebrities, the people you follow, the people you look online, and I personally don't understand it. I really don't get. Patients bring in Instagram posts from fitness models to show me what they want their breasts to look like. The same is true for lips, brows, noses, jawlines, and skin, just to name the most popular requested treatments from social media, Gordon says. These images can be very helpful because it's a non-verbal way for patients to communicate their desired result. However, I do often have to remind patients that photos of the most beautiful people in the world have been photoshopped, face-tuned, or filtered. And therein lies the big KO. Because a lot of people will look at these photos and take them on face value and not realize, or maybe want to be in denial, that they're not naturally how they look. They've had work done to themselves. They've had makeup done by a professional. They've had proper lighting. They've had proper editing. They've had proper adjustments to the face, to the body, to the size, and all these sort of things. And you want to look like that person. Why? I don't understand. I personally don't get it, man. I just don't get it. To finalize this a little bit here, reading all this stuff, this is an interesting point here. This I didn't know about. I just found out about this before when I was reading this. Prejuvenation. So not rejuvenation where you've gone old and you're going young again. It's prejuvenation where you're trying to preserve yourself to stay the same. It's like you're trying to put yourself up against the test of time, like you even have a chance. Says, as for 2020 and beyond, when asked to predict the top future trends in the space, 73% survey respondents cited preventative treatments amongst millennials, also nicknamed prejuvenation. The whole idea behind the concept, as its name implies, is that having non-invasive treatments at a younger age will prevent the need for surgical procedures down the line. This to me is like someone working out and looking after their health now so they don't have to really worry about it when they're older later on in life. You still have to look after yourself, but you don't have to work as hard because you've already done the work beforehand.
Yeah.
So this is news to me. Like, I guess you could probably say it's a lot of teenage girls now that are trying to make it as an Instagram model or whatever, or just trying to get the perfect selfie, and they're getting lip star, eyebrows, nose, temples, all these sorts of things here just to take the perfect photo or just to get the most likes on social media.
I've heard it all. It seems to be a very popular thing with the women. Like chicks have told me, like, whether I'm seeing them or dating them or whatever, and that, like, sometimes I have a bit of a temper, right? And they're all like to me, "Oh, don't frown, you're going to get wrinkles."
It's like, and what's wrong with that? I'm a human being. We're meant to age. We're not meant to be preserved and be the same age for eternity. We are meant to age. Now, I get people want to look young. Later on in life, blokes, testosterone will deplete. Okay, I've spoken about this on my own personal pod plenty of times. Testosterone is important for men. We need it in order to still be men later on in life. The older you get, the less testosterone you make. So you can do TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, where you go to a doctor, a physician, someone licensed, and they will prescribe a specific steroid or amount of steroids in order to supplement what you are missing so you can still be at the maximum peak that you need to be for your age. I get that. Human growth hormone as well, HGH, that stuff is still something that we can use as well. We get it. There are enhancements, but that's later on in life. If I take steroids now, all I'm going to do is increase my muscle mass, go to the gym, if it's even whenever it opens, and be a Hulk. But for how long? Because that will deplete as well. Because that's temporary. You know what I mean? Yeah. You only need enough to get you by. You don't need too much. And I feel like a lot of women these days are just getting way too much done.
Although I will say, like, one thing women have sort of influenced me to do is, and I have been recently, I've been looking after my skin, my face. Yes. So I've been, especially the work I do, can get a bit dirty, right?
A bit weathered in the sun a lot, different temperatures.
Yeah, and then a lot of dust and all that sort of stuff. And so I've been taking care of my skin. I must admit, looking at myself on the camera, don't want to sound narcissistic because I'm not, but...
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but...
Put him on the spot. It is actually a thing. Millennial generation have grown up, constant scrutiny of social media. They don't know any different. Gisono says, this constant magnifying glass drives their continued desire for tweakments or multiple small procedures to stave off any drastic rejuvenation as they are continuously prioritizing their appearance. This is prejuvenation. So there you go. In other words, millennials want to maintain their aesthetic edge against aging, so they start before the visible signs appear. That's literally what I just said.
How do, with this, right? How do they keep up? Because if they're doing that, but even you've seen like some of these older chicks, like these MILFs and stuff getting it.
Yeah.
Like they're going even beyond to look like these young kids. So like...
I've got my own. I've got my own thing to say about the older ladies. Like at some point, you need to realize that you are an older woman and your time has come and gone. Like, no disrespect, I know a lot of old ladies. My bad. A lot of older women, 40 plus, 45 plus, who are still trying to get with it. You are not 21 anymore. That time period for you has gone. Okay, it's over, sister. I appreciate that you want to look after yourself. You want to care for yourself. You want to look the best you can be. I get that. But to still be parading out there like you are 21, it's like the 40, 50-year-old bloke who's still going to nightclubs trying to pick up women.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say that, actually. I was just scrolling through TikTok when I was on the shitter before.
As you do.
And I came across an interesting video, actually. It was by a single lady. She doesn't have kids or anything, but...
I saw you sent it to me. That's the one you sent me, wasn't it?
Did I?
About how dating younger blokes?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yep.
Where she's over 30 or something. Probably not even 40. She looked pretty hot, eh? But, well, she wasn't ugly.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, she was like...
But her thing was that she was encouraging older women or past their 30s, even single mums, to date younger men because they're at their sexual prime.
Sexual peak. Well, they do say,
And
I'm adjusting my microphone, very unprofessional of me, but I can't hack it. Older ladies do tend to get sexual after a certain age, they do say.
Yeah. So, but then again, in saying that, like, so if she's encouraging women that are over a certain age to go for men of a certain age, they got to understand that the men of that age obviously want the women to look a certain way. So that could be a reason why these older women are getting all this sort of thing done.
100%. No, 100%. I agree to that. That's what I'm saying. There's a reason why they're trying to look young so they can still attract those blokes that they want to attract. But older men, and when I say older men, I mean men 30s, 40s, whatever. If they're younger, they don't want someone who's past 30, 35. They want someone who is 21 to 27, 28, for example, because they are still young, you know, and if you have the means for it, you will 100% go for a younger woman than an older woman, no matter how horny she is, no matter how much she wants to get it on, no matter how many times. It just is a biological fact. Older men want younger women. It is what it is. Younger women sometimes want older men. They don't want boys younger than them, but between a certain level, between a certain age. But
yeah.
We're scrambling on too much here. But it literally is a case of trying to. Yeah, what we're going to get into now, some big examples of plastic surgery gone wrong, and just the delusion of these particular women, and I single out women here because we see it a lot these days. Like I said, bloke trying to look like David Beckham. Yeah, don't know about that, mate. There was a bloke who tried to look like a Ken and a Barbie, doll years and years ago. Again, not a good look. Even nowadays, people are getting surgery done to change their races, like the Ollie London, who was an Englishman. Now apparently he's Korean, but he speaks with an English accent still. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I've heard that. That's pretty
people
recent.
do plastic surgery for dumb things, but
no, man.
in any
honestly,
case, yeah. So
more dollars
ladies,
than cents.
Yeah, we understand why you do it. I'm all for you guys looking after yourselves and all that sort of stuff, but your time has come and gone, okay? I hate to be the person to tell you that, but it is what it is, okay? Now let's get into some examples here so we don't drag on for too long. Look at this specimen right here. First impressions.
Can her lips even move, do you reckon? Like,
probably
imagine
not.
hooking up with that thing.
Looks like a...
Should stay afloat, but that's for sure.
It looks
if she ever got, like...
Looks like flamed,
overboard.
Flamed, chafed assholes. That's what her lips look like. 2nd of September, 2020. So not more
She's had nose done too.
Mate, let's get through to the article, but let me read it for you people. A woman who spent $100,000 on plastic surgery says she's happy with plastic doll look. What sane person would be happy looking like this?
Yeah.
A woman has
a sharp tool, man.
A woman has opened up about her life as an Instagram model, the most overused term in the world today. And cosmetic surgery addict, revealing she spent around $100,000, 75,000 pounds on procedures, including 5 separate breast augmentations. Now, when you see this lady's chest, mate, like Sash said, there's no chance this lady's drowning. There you go.
You see, like
Tara Jane McCockney, 31, from Melbourne, Australia, travelled the world in the quest for the perfect body. She says she has no plans to stop. Love, what is perfect about this? See, this is a perfect example of how you said when a lady is thin and she's got like a thin frame and she has stupidly huge fake tits. That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
I don't know. That's too big for me.
Ladies, is this attractive to you? Does this look attractive to anyone? Anyone at all? Please enlighten us, because I see nothing appealing about this. Nothing at all. She said she's had 5 breast augmentations. Most recent implant size is 1050cc. She's had tip rhinoplasty, buttocks implants, veneers, Botox, and fillers. So she's had her nose done, her ass implants. She's got teeth, Botox in the face, and fillers in the lips, and clearly she's got fillers in the lips because
the teeth.
Probably, yeah.
That's probably something that everyone could do or would do at a certain time.
Yeah, little things like that. Change the facade a little bit, you know what I mean?
The rest, Jesus. Yeah. Apparently, did you know that buttock implants,
The BBL.
BBL. That's one of the dangerous surgeries. Did you know that?
Brazilian butt lift. Yes, it is indeed. Very, very dangerous.
I didn't know that.
I did.
One of my work colleagues told me about that.
Actually, funny you say that. I think a few ladies have actually died from that particular procedure. So, ladies, BBLs, no deal.
Just do some squats.
Do your squats, 100%. Thank you very much. Do it the right way. Says her mission is to continue her favorite plastic doll vibe. Hasn't always been a smooth ride, as the qualified nurse had been under the knife in Europe when the coronavirus pandemic lockdowns took hold. So it's only just really started, really. But look at nothing appealing whatsoever. Like, her legs do not look natural. The rib cage is out. Like, the balloons are there. Nothing appealing at all. Like, this is almost like a caricature, man. It is a bit caricaturish.
Hey, look at her hands, bro.
Yeah, her hands don't look. Her hands
weird.
don't look right at all. But look at this.
Ooh.
Honestly, I mean, I'm trying not to make fun of this woman. I don't know if from a bar or so, but if I look at her like she's walking past me in the street, I will look and I'll just say, "What the fuck? What the fuck possesses someone to want to look like this?" She's had no time to recover properly, as Australia was undergoing urging residents that were overseas to return. Thank God I had mum with me, because I couldn't have done it without her. There is no limit for me when it comes to plastic surgery. It is incredibly addictive, and I already want bigger breasts. How much bigger can you possibly get? Honestly.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think she should go bigger.
Ladies.
But.
Blokes. Insert gender here. What is this? What is this?
Yeah.
Way too much.
Honestly, though, I've got to give her some credit.
This will be good.
No, it's well, fair enough. She's got her work done, but it's one thing getting it done. But you got to maintain that too, right? You can't just get.
Oh yeah, it doesn't just happen.
So,
like, you still got to get work. You got to hold it.
Well, I don't know. I might have to suss out her Instagram for some recent pics, but I mean, she looks alright in that. Like, her body looks like she still works out and maintains that.
But there's nothing at all there. Like, so thin. You feel like you'd break her if you threw her against the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
she'd bounce off if you threw it head first, because there's no chance they're getting past the the wall there. Her face is not going to.
What do you reckon she has for breakfast?
I don't know if she eats through a straw, if she can open her mouth, to be honest, man. I don't know. There's no limit. Yep. Since travel overseas, blah, blah, blah. Increased from, she went to visit, increased to 1,500 cc from current 1050 cc. So is that an increase from there? It is 2A.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks big.
I know someone that recently got them done. I can't remember how she explained it. She did explain it to me, but I can't remember how it works in terms of the.
I really don't understand
the
this
cup sizes, but yeah,
do not understand.
I think 1,500 is pretty one of the biggest ones. So
massively. She's now exploring eye color change, even more vibrant green, plus fixing her eyelids with the canthoplasty, blepharoplasty, and a brow lift. While I might as well get cheek implants, mini facelift, and I'm even looking into possibly having ribs removed for a more tapered waist. Oh my fucking God.
Wow.
She's going to remove her ribs so she can look better. Love, your body needs to be a certain way for you to live a healthy life and survive. What are you doing? Just the thought of it gets me excited. How is this anyway exciting? How? Someone please tell me how. Tara's most notable feature is her lips. She describes as her statement, explaining, "I always make sure they're nice and plump to get regular injections. I've definitely lost count of how much product is in there. I'm finally happy with how they look. So now it's just all about maintenance." As you said, very good. It's all about maintaining.
I'd like to see how she looked like
beforehand.
previously.
Yeah, like that is not appealing. That's a filter there. That jawline could cut glass. Those lips. Fuck. Honestly,
that's
ladies,
pretty big.
is this what you want to become? Honestly, I don't understand this, man. Don't understand it at all.
Wow.
There you go. She launched her own page on OnlyFans. Of course she did. Smart move. Yep, she made 10 grand in the first 3 days.
Yeah, really?
I'm telling you, bro, blokes be thirsty and women be smart enough to capitalize. Exactly. What is so appealing about this? It looks
Yeah, no.
disgusting, man. For me, anyways.
Not my type.
Look at that fade. Look, you can clearly see there's filters involved, airbrushing, everything. Like, honestly, this is not appealing at all, ladies. If you think this is something men look forward to, you're fucking kidding yourselves.
Clearly seems like certain type of men are looking forward to that. You should just make 10 grand.
As I said at the start, well, that's thirsty blokes out there that are definitely paying money. But as I said at the start, there are certain men of certain statures and demographics that will actually go for this. But she's a qualified nurse, and now she's 31, but feels,
just a pretty face, then.
she may be 31, but feels 21. What did I say? What did you say? What did I say? Ladies want to try and stay young. They want to remain young because they want to maintain that youth that they've got. You can't, man. You cannot. Give her 10 years when everything starts to start sagging and things just stop going the way she wants them to, because your body can only handle so much.
Yeah, you reckon?
100%. Your body can only handle so much.
I thought it would stay like that. Like
100%. We've got another case here, and then we've got one more, because the next one is going to be a proper, big WTF. I actually did a video about this myself because the lady beckons a question. But this one here, straight underneath, woman 22 spent £75,000 on plastic surgery, says she's too hot to work. Does she look hot to you?
Man.
Does she
even
look hot
if
to
you were, like, why would you say that?
A woman who has but you know what? I'm more than my looks. I'm more than what my body has to offer. But then you don't want to work because you're too hot. Get out of my face. Woman who has a fascination with Barbie dolls all her life, spent over 75 grand looking for the real thing, says she's too hot to work. Barbara Luna Sipos from Budapest, from Hungary, claims she was forced to quit a job when she was a teenager because men only became interested in one thing. 22-year-old says her infatuation with dolls started at a young age, and her now ex-husband forked out thousands on dollifying herself. Did I read that correctly? Ex-husband. Yep. You fucked up, my friend. This bloke fucked up. He gave money to this woman so she could change her appearance. As soon as she changed her appearance, see you later, mate. Thanks for the money. I'm gone.
Yeah,
out.
That's always like I said, I know someone that recently got work done.
Terrible.
A female, and I don't want to mention names, and but it got, so the bill got split between the partners.
Okay.
And that was something that I mentioned to my friend. I was like, oh, what happens if you or don't end up being with your partner for the rest of the life? I go, you got to make sure that that's okay. It's ended up working out, but it's always a risk you run. I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be paying for someone's surgery, and I don't think I'd be going for someone that needed surgery. But yeah, it does happen, man.
It does indeed.
It's weird.
So there's another picture of herself here. She says, at age 15, started working as an assistant at an estate agent's, but all my bosses and even the clients tried to be sexual with me, even though I never behaved or dressed like a bimbo then.
I know that feeling.
It must be a shame. It was my aura and charisma that made them crazy. I'm sure it was, my dear. I'm sure it wasn't you trying to get sexual with them. I don't believe that for a second. I'm not saying if the blokes approaching her did the right thing or not, but I don't believe that she was innocent in all this for one bit. So I realized this kind of work was not for me because I live in a society where it's very attractive, where a very attractive woman doesn't have many options to keep her job or gain a high position without giving men sex, which I didn't want. And look at what you've become now. You've become, I bet you she's become an OnlyFans or something like that. I bet you that's going to happen here. I'm all for feminism, but very feminine girls like me shouldn't have to deal with men in the workplace. Well, yeah, I could probably agree to that. So you just get another job. Get another job. Do something else. Why is it when women find hardship in something, they always resort to being an object, but they don't want to be objectified?
Yeah,
where's the logic in that?
I don't agree with that statement.
No logic in that. I don't know. The way I've seen things, it just makes no sense. Like, look at her.
Bro, it said in the article she even got a pussy done.
Did she?
Yeah, Barbie vagina surgery.
Wow. Yep, Brazilian butt lift, lip lift, filler treatments. What a shame.
What
what
would happen? Is that?
I have no idea.
Because I've heard about all these, and for apparent religious reasons, some people or some chicks have gotten.
Oh yeah, to like reattach their hymen.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Is that what that sort of stuff? No,
that would just be to make it look tidier. I'm guessing maybe the Barbie, the Barbie vag. There's nothing there. It's just smooth, very smooth. Interesting bit here as well. Barbara has since gone through a divorce, as I mentioned. Poor sucker, paid for her
She's
surgeries
22.
at first. Yeah, she's only young. Yeah, she's looking for a forever husband. She said, I'm looking forward to meeting my forever husband. Love, you live in a Disneyland fairy tale if you think someone is going to marry you forever. And
She'll marry the guy that looks like Ken.
yeah, right. The most positive thing about my look is that the more dollier I look, the more men are interested in me and I have more opportunities. Yeah, because they want to get in bed with you. That's why. They don't want to marry you. Are you fucking insane? While many see her as a bimbo, Barbara wants to show the world that she is more than just her looks. She said, the plastic bimbo doll doesn't mean we are less intelligent, and I wish to show the world that I'm not naive or dumb.
But she just said she's too hot to work.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. I'm like, she wrecked herself in the fucking first bit of the article. Let's look again. She wrecked herself. Here we go. Too hot to work, but she's more than her looks. Go fuck yourself. Lying.
Honestly?
Lies.
Wow.
Lies.
I might try that on my manager too. I might ring up Renee tomorrow and be like, I can't come into work. I'm too hot to work.
Too hot to work. Sorry. I've got offers everywhere. Terrible, man. Terrible. Final one. Next one here. I don't want to drag on for too long. Next one here is...
Honestly, if she could get away with that butt.
Oh, that's why they do it, because they get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Credit
about
to
it.
them.
Next one here.
Oh, yeah,
Cracker. Look at this. These are not two different people. These are one in the same. The exact same people, 10 years difference. It looks like Zlatan Ibrahimovic's sister.
True.
In a little bit, if you can see that. But if we go back up to the article...
She's got the Pasha cherries.
Mate, the Pasha cherries, mate, loves it. You were a big Pasha party, that one.
Mo.
Instagram model says she's single because men are too scared to ask her out. An Instagram influencer has revealed why she's been single for 7 years. 7 years. Despite guys looking at her like they want to eat her. Mate, I don't know, man. I'm allergic to plastic, so that's probably not a good idea. A woman says she's had trouble finding her partner because she's too beautiful and guys are scared to talk to her. I very much doubt that. Celine Centino, model from Zurich, has 507,000 followers on the gram, makes fortune selling content on fan page. I'm guessing that's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's what I would imagine it is. She says, I've been single for 7 years, but guys are too scared to approach me. She's looking for a serious relationship. Sash, do you think this woman's got any chance of a serious relationship based on how she looks? Honestly. Because I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Honestly?
She's got no chance.
Honestly, she looks better than any of the other ones we showed.
She does. But still, plastic. When we spoke about the Sydney Renault, this is the Austrian Renault.
Yeah.
Swiss, sorry.
But I think...
Zurich, Swiss.
Look, I'm going to be honest. A lot of guys approaching a good-looking woman, it sometimes is intimidating for them. She's a decent-looking chick. She wasn't, but she is now. But she stayed within a good tolerance, I reckon. Like, I don't think it's...
There's nothing that's really out of proportion. There's nothing crazy or stupid. But you can tell she's plastic. She's had work done.
Sure.
That's the thing that lies in between, though. She still has had work done.
Yeah, well...
Well, look at this photo here. Look, you know what the caption is? Guess what the caption is? What is she showing off here? Please, enlighten me.
Her robe? I don't know. Her camera?
No.
I don't know.
Happy with my new hair.
Oh.
They are looking at your hair here. Yes, nice. Looking at hair. Very good.
Well...
Filtered face. Look at the texture between the hands, the skin, and the face texture.
Maybe it was just a flash, bro.
Yeah, right. This guy, flash. Yeah, she's flashing you right now, mate. Look at that. The high beams are on and everything. 100%. Is this what a normal... I say normal. Is this what someone who would really want to show off their hair would dress in?
Look,
no. Because it's for the attention. It's for the likes. It's for the, oh, you're so hot. You're so beautiful. Oh, my God, I'd give you all the money.
I'd like to see the comments, right? Imagine that. Oh, babe, I love your hair. I like it.
Check it out.
It looks good, I reckon.
Let's check it out. Let's have a look here. What do we got here? Happy with my new hair. Well, this is her Instagram page. Well, there you go. You can see what kind of a lady she is. Big time.
What's her name?
Don't worry about it, Sash. Don't worry about looking at her hair. So there's all these comments here. Yeah, so, yep. Frosty. A lot of people saying, can you show me the ball before all the plastics that you put on you?
You look good when you
balls.
smile.
That's balls. That is balls. Nice smile. Keep up the hair. Lose the body. Oh, that's rough. Crush my heart. How much is Photoshop? So she's actually getting ripped in these comments, man. It's actually refreshing. Baby Kiss, what is real on you? You're
Jesus
amazing.
Christ,
anyway.
I'd like to see some of the
Look at
comments
these
for the other
love
chicks
hearts
then.
and all this other crap, man. Yummy. I'm hungry for love and honey juice of your mouth. Some blokes are just fucking sad.
He's
Your
the
face-
guy in her Instagram DMs asking for Bob pics. Please send Bob.
You're a beautiful, sweet, hot woman. A complete idiot. Your face ruins the picture. Like she's actually getting ripped hard, bro. So you can see what she's like. So yeah, this is a reno. This is a big time reno right here. This is a renovation and a half. Anyways, let's read on. She says, I'll be out with my friends and guys will be watching, looking at me like they want to eat me. But when I give them a little smile, then I invite them over, they never come. Well, that's because they actually don't want to actually approach you. They're probably looking at you and saying like, wow, look at that chick over there. How much work has she had done? Oh, she's looking at me. Shit, I better turn around. I'm not interested. Because she's used to getting looks at her.
Would you, if she, let's say you were out and seen her and she said to you, hey, come over, you wouldn't go?
Nah. I hate the plastic look. I hate everything plastic about it. I cannot stand it. A little bit of work, I can understand. Everyone wants a little bit of maintenance. Okay, I can live with that. But this, because I'll tell you why. Because you just don't know for sure. You can tell she's not natural and nothing on her is natural. So you're going to end up with that biologically.
Yeah. Well,
I call this genetic fraud.
Yeah, but man, like what if she just wants to?
Dude, you're not going out with this.
You're not trying to go out with her, man.
I'm telling you, go out of the car, into the car, out of the club, in the club, whatever. You're doing it with this person here. That's who's really there. That's a big facade. That's a big facade. For me, it's a no.
Just print out the updated photo and put it on her face.
No, man. You're reaching levels now that I'd never thought were possible, cuz. No. No.
Mate, I've done way worse than that. I don't want to out myself.
But at least they were real. At least they were real.
I wish they weren't.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Far out.
She says, sometimes they're in the club, there's a lot of alcohol, they might say hello and chat to me, but they're normally so drunk I can't be bothered. So she doesn't like the blokes that approach her. 26-year-old says personality is more important than looks. Love. What the fuck have you done to yourself? Personality is more important than looks, but you are all looks. That is all
Yeah, but
you are.
she must have had a shit personality back then.
How do you know that?
Well, I don't know. If she got work done on her looks.
She was like, I reckon she was bullied or something. She had bad childhood traumatized.
Yeah, see, like see how she's got the thin upper lip.
Yep.
But her lips look okay now, right?
That was originally how they were.
But like I'm saying now, they look all right. Like they've been done properly by someone good.
But there's more photos.
But there's other chicks that get their lips done when they have top lips like that, especially.
Yep.
And they look terrible. It puts
just a little bit out.
Yeah.
Just it doesn't actually like expand. It like doesn't like inflate. It just goes a little bit forward.
Yeah, it just looks retarded.
I know what you mean. So yeah, she spent over 36,000 Australian dollars on surgery and fillers, but she can't find a bloke. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, it's definitely it's nothing to do with you. It's always the blokes, 100%. I don't really have a usual type of man I'm attracted to. They should be taller than me at least, and I like when they are funny and can make me laugh. This is the thing. She can find the funniest bloke in the world. He can make her laugh, wet herself in a humorous, comedic way. But when it comes to, she won't even approach a bloke because she won't be interested in that, or he won't even approach her because he's beneath her. He's not at her level. You know what I mean? I could be the person for her, let's say, but she won't give me the time of the day because I'm not the tall, jacked, driving BMW, Mercedes, whatever bloke who's, you know, she'll make a ton of money. She's going to want someone who makes more money than her as well, bro. The more these women improve their looks, we'll use improve for this term here, the less their dating pool or the blokes that they can pick from becomes. Because then she wants a specific person. And when there's that many people out there that she wants, when there's that many ladies and this amount of blokes can pick any of those ladies, why would they pick someone like her who's in her mid to late 20s, all plastic, when they can pick someone who's younger than her and naturally good looking? You know what I mean?
Fair.
And that's me.
There you go.
There's another
She
photo,
revealed.
but she doesn't look anything like that photo there. Doesn't look anything like this photo here as well. You know what I mean? Or in this photo, she all looks different in every single one. So you don't know which version of this lady you're gonna get.
Yeah, but she says it there. She got bullied. That's why she did it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, but okay, I can understand a little bit of work, but this was a whole reconstruction. It's not. It was a reconstruction, like a massive
Born again.
born again, big time born again, massive born again. That's what this is. 26-year-old. Yep, she says, as for face or hair, I don't mind. I think personality is much more important than looks. Bro, she won't look at a bloke unless he looks a certain way. So I don't know who she's capping to, mate. She's just telling fibs. I'm not going to scroll through the photos. It's a bit of a booty, wiggle. No, I'm not going to look at that. But yeah, you can see, again, filtered face, different skin texture, and just that look as well. You can tell the implanted. It just does not look right, man. I felt fake. I felt real. I'd prefer real every day of the week. That just does not look appealing at all. For me anyways, I don't speak for all blokes, but me personally, nah, I can't do anything like that.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad it's all within sort of a proportion.
At least it's well. That's what I call the wisdom tooth look.
Yeah,
that's the Kim
I know.
Kardashian look.
I know, but
Look at that wisdom tooth look, mate. Look at that.
it looks,
That's cartoonish, man.
yeah. But you could, like, people could get that without
Yeah, if they work hard.
Brazilian butt lifts. Like, they can, like, I know chicks that wear these waist trainer things.
Yeah, but they got to work for it. Why
Yeah, I know you
work
still
for
gotta
it when
exercise,
you
but-
can get it? Pay a bit of money and get it done.
Well,
It's the easy
I get
option
it.
out.
Cheaters.
Big time cheaters. So yeah, she wasn't happy before. She felt ugly and was trapped in her own body. Now she's had 3 breast augmentations and gets filler in her face every few months. My mum says I don't need it, but she just worries about operations. It's my body at the end of the day. Yes, it is. You made your choice. It is your choice to make. I 100% wholeheartedly agree to that. But at the end of the day, the blokes you're going to try and chase, they're not going to come after you because they're going to get younger and much better looking. And no disrespect to this lady here. I don't know, from a bar of soap like the other lady we saw before. But realistically, she's only going to attract a certain type of bloke from a certain maybe status pool or a demographic pool. And she doesn't want that. But that's what she is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She made that bet. She's going to lie in it. I don't know. What's your take on all this, man? Does that, any of this sort of like, does this strike you as, I don't know, surprised that ladies are doing these sort of things and then expecting to be loved after in
No,
relationships? I get it. Every woman wants to be loved,
Yeah,
but you
everyone
gotta
does.
know. You gotta know like how you're approaching yourself and the work you're putting into yourself, how it's going to impact later on.
Yeah, and look, like I said, for me, I understand where people are getting their ideas from and why they want to do it, and it's all comes down to, I want to attract that sort of a person, and they look on, social media or whatever, and they see, what those sorts of people want or go for, and then they try to, I get it, right? I get why they do it. All I want to see is, like I said, just stay within
Some proportional constraints.
I just don't overdo it, because, like, I don't mind like a little bit of. I don't like fake, but if you did get it done and it looked sort of naturally, like, or it complemented your body, like it was proportionate to your body and everything, then hey, no worries.
Yeah.
But if you're one of these ones, like I said, it doesn't look good, like it's over the top lips, over the top tits, or you can actually tell you've got work done, then
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
not
Like,
gonna look at you.
you've had work done. How did you look beforehand? What's actually underneath that? You know what I mean? That's a perfect example with this lady here. What is actually underneath this particular woman's face and her tits and her ass and her waist and her cheeks and everything? Like, even the other lady, the 31-year-old, who still wants more to look like.
See that
you know,
one.
that's just
that one for me, no,
why?
wouldn't do it.
Why?
This
I
one,
don't get it.
maybe
man.
on a night out.
I don't get it on a night out. Maybe.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm not going to take her home to mum.
True.
I'm not going to be bringing her around for Sunday roast, but
Definitely not.
I mean, if she, well, I better not say that.
Nah, better not say that. Better not say that at all. But what we will say is our goodbyes. I think we've pushed on 50 odd minutes. So
Yeah.
decent outing. Yeah, plastic surgery, ladies. If you are gonna do it, there is for these two blokes' opinions, there is maybe a level you can sort of keep within to still maintain the originality of your actual body. And you know what? You need to get work done, or you want to get work done. I get it. I understand. But again, you need to know your role and your place when that happens. You know what I mean? I can jump on gear, for example, put on 10 kilos, become some stocky, a mini Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that doesn't mean I'm still going to be able to compete with all the other tall blokes who are, equal size proportion wise, because they're taller, so they're going to want them more than me. That's something I've got to deal with. It is what it is. Or like one of my friends calls me, I'm a 5-foot giant. Well, apparently. I didn't make that.
It's all the same when you're doing.
Yeah, doesn't matter when you're horizontal.
That's right.
Yeah, height has no bearings when you're horizontal. Final words: plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 for me. Just make sure it looks real enough. Well, disguise it well, I should say. Pretty much. Don't make it look bad, but
don't make it obvious.
I wouldn't condone it. Like, I don't say you should go get it done. I prefer real.
I prefer real. Get the stuff naturally. I get it.
Yeah.
And naturally, we're out of here. Peace out. Don't forget, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one.